Croatia has more than 1,000 islands across the Adriatic Sea. In today's video, we'll just see one of them while spending most of our time exploring the country's most iconic city, Dubrovnik. With its coastline, mountains, and polished old stone streets, it's one of the most stunning places I've ever been. Over the next few days, we're mixing a little bit of everything, wandering through the old town's cobbled streets, chasing the best viewpoints, taking the ferry out to explore the islands, swimming in the Adriatic, and of course, trying all the local food. From seafood specialties to Croatia's famous black risotto, I cannot wait to dive in. Dubrovnik is a place that feels straight out of a movie set. It's lively, historic, and magical all at once. I'm so excited to take you along and share the highlights of our time here. If you're new here, my name is Chitra. I grew up in Australia and currently live in a small city in India. Sometimes I'm deep in my everyday routines at home, and other times I'm out here exploring the world. I'm currently working on launching my second product-based business. I'm a mom and very much in the middle of a glow up. I share the whole journey with you, so if that sounds like your vibe, make sure to hit subscribe, grab a drink, get some snacks, and let's get into today's video. Hello from Dubrovnik. We just landed, unpacked, settled in to the hotel, and about to head out. I just got ready. First impressions of the city is that it is absolutely stunning. Like, the city is stunning. Like, I'm looking out the window right now. Even like as soon as you get out of the airport, it is so beautiful. I was shocked because I know people talk about Croatia and like people visit here, but like I feel like, I mean, at least for me, it has not been hyped enough. It has not been hyped enough. We're here actually for a total of 4 nights, but 2 full days in Dubrovnik because the other 2 days we're doing day trips into other cities, other countries actually. So we really have 2 full days and then probably like a couple of sunsets, dinners, sunrises here. No plans while we're here. Literally did not make a single booking, did not like buy any tickets, don't have an itinerary, and already we are starting to regret that because a lot of the really lovely places we notice they're fully booked. They don't have any availabilities, especially since we are here on a Thursday and we're leaving on I think a Monday morning. So I think over like this period everything's booked. Don't do what we did in that regard. So if you are coming to Croatia, if you are coming here, look into the places like good food places and make sure you make bookings ahead of time. That's my first tip. But we're still gonna have an amazing time. It's just so unlike both of us, I should say, to not have an itinerary and not have bookings. But I think we were just in such a busy season of our lives. You know, you guys saw me, I was like moving in to my office, starting a new business, all of that stuff. But we're here. Let's get out of the room and let's see a little bit of the city. You know how I was saying that no one talks about Croatia? I guess I just don't have any friends in that regard because everybody else seems to know about Croatia. Half of Europe, I would say, is right here. It is very crowded, very, very, very beautiful. Currently, we're walking through Old Town and it is absolutely stunning. Like, it is so pretty. No, like not similar to any, like similar to other old towns that I've seen, but like very, very unique in its own way. It reminds me of like a very like polished version of like the old town that we saw in Malta, Medina, but like the floors are like, you know, glassy, beautiful, like you're walking through a museum and it's just like walking through like a little touristy crowded movie set. We're currently just like stopping by little shops, picking up some little souvenirs and a lot of like other little things and just like wandering through. There's like lots of restaurants where people are just like having a drink, people watching, etc. And it's just like, it's just a vibe. It's honestly such a vibe. one chicken, please.
One chicken.
A chicken burek or burak? Burek. That's what my sister says. Let's taste. It's hot inside, but so good. It's like crispy and right amount of filling to pastry. Tastes like a chicken pie roll. So good. We're now just sitting somewhere along the main boulevard, the main street. The name of the place is called Cafe Festival. Didn't do any research or anything into this, just found like an empty table because we were tired. And we're having, this is my very first Aperol Spritz of the trip. I'm not a big drinker as it is, and I usually don't drink on vacation, but it just felt like the vibe and just like a nice little afternoon little thing to do. Let's have a taste test. Cheers. Nice. Just went for a swim and the water is so cold. But I don't think I've been swimming at a beach or to a beach in like the longest time, just because we don't have access to a pool or the beach where I live, and it was so nice. There are a few people kind of like swimming back and forth along the shore. On one half of the beach, you have beach chairs. There's like a beach club. And I think it's like you pay like X number of euros, like 50 euros for a chair. And that's like your minimum spend. For a day bed, you pay like 200 euros or something like that for a couple of hours. The beach club is not open. We just came to the public side of the beach and just sitting down on the pebbles. It just seems like the thing to do. We just see people like literally didn't lay down a towel or anything. They just like laying out on the pebbles, and it was what a nice start to the day. We're at the top of where the cable car place is, and basically there is like a main viewing platform. There's a restaurant up here, and then you can pay 3 euros to come on like a separate private viewing platform. There's like no drinks or anything here. You just come and then there's just like a viewing platform that you pay for access to. So there's like where the cable car goes up to. There's the restaurant. This is like the viewing platform open to everyone. But if you walk down here, you get to the viewing platform that is paid for. There are like beach chairs, umbrellas, but no drinks or anything like that. Just somewhere for you to chill. And then you can walk all the way down. I don't think you like have to come to like the paid portion of it, but it is like a slightly nicer viewpoint. So if you're into like photography or anything like that, I feel like it's slightly nicer of a viewpoint. It just kind of takes away from a little bit of the cliff face, and you get to like look down and directly see like the rooftop, like the tiled roofs of the houses and the water. It's really nice. We're here at Panorama Restaurant, which is like the restaurant on the top of the hill. Highly recommend, if you can, to make a reservation, because I think when you reserve, they give you one of the seats like right next to the railing that overlooks the view directly. Really stunning. We got a table finally and our drinks. I got a mocktail, a strawberry mojito. It is so windy. on iPhone, it comes up with a severe storm warning. I think there's gonna be like a big storm that's gonna hit, which is why also the cable car wasn't operational, and all of like the boat tours and all of that stuff has been canceled. I also checked because tomorrow and the day after we have 2 day trips. We're going to Kotor in Montenegro and Mostar in Bosnia, and also there they have like the storm warnings, which I thought like maybe because they're a little bit more inland it wouldn't be affected there, but still have storm warnings there, and like it's like a 95% chance of rain. So that's not fun, but it seems also to be a really common thing to do here. When we asked like at the hotel like what are like the top 10 things to do, and they're like go to the old town, you can take a day trip. That was literally like the second thing that they said. So now I don't feel as bad for taking 2 of our days here and like going to other countries, but hopefully the rain there won't be too bad. That's nice. That tastes like a mango Laneige lip balm. 100%. If you've had that yellow Laneige mango lip balm, that's what it tastes like. Okay, I'm gonna make that at home. Also got a ginger ale. It's good. And then we also got some water. I think we're just feeling really thirsty and just like slower at service here, which is like not like in a bad way slow, just like relaxed service, I want to say. So we just got all of the drinks all up front, so we don't have to wait for like their server to come around over and over again. But top tier. You have strawberry mojito, mango mojito, ginger ale, and I think my sister also has a Coke Zero over there. We're on the ferry to Lokrum Island. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and I think it's about like a 10 or 15 minute ferry ride. It costs us though about 30 euros per person for a return ride. It's also like one of the only ferries that were operating because the water is extremely choppy. There is a storm coming in. I think I mentioned that earlier. There's a storm coming in, so a lot of the other boat tours got canceled. And I think because this is a larger boat and like the island is not so far, like the ride is not too long, that this is still operating. But the ferry operates every 30 minutes to the island, but it's definitely not like the choppiest little ferry or boat that I have been on. Maybe when we're back home, I'll tell you like the story of when we decided to go to like this remote island during monsoon season. That was crazy, but it's still pretty doable, just swaying a little bit, but you can see the city behind me and it just looks absolutely stunning. This is one of the top things to do when you come to Dubrovnik, and on the island you have like a bunch of swimming spots. People say like they can spend a couple of hours here, half a day. I think we'll spend about an hour here or so before we head back. If you do come to the island, they have a few places to like have a few drinks here or have lunch here as well, which is really nice. It's like one of the things that I'm really liking about Dubrovnik, like at the viewpoints or near the pier, like wherever, they have like just like nice places to grab drinks, grab a snack, and I don't know, it's just like really nice to just like sit and like take in the sights sometimes. I feel like places, not a lot of places that I've traveled to have options kind of like that. They have like maybe some like food and drink stand or something, but like nice food, nice drinks, like cocktails, etc. I find that they do really well here. We just came to our dinner restaurant. It's called Proto and it's known for its fish. I was just commenting to my sister at lunch that so far we haven't had really good fish here, and I thought they would have great like seafood options, but apparently like most of the restaurants, they cater to like the mass tourist market, which apparently doesn't favor like a lot of seafood options. So they have a lot of like beef, veal, pork, chicken, and like a throwaway like seafood item. So I found this particular place. It has great reviews. It's an old town and it's known for their seafood. Let's try the lemonade. I can't remember what I ordered. I think it's lychee, but it's good. Let's try an oyster. Oysters are my sister's like most favorite thing. When she went to Kyoto, she had like 50 oysters. I like oysters too, but like I wouldn't have 50. This is what it looks like. I mean, it's decent. It's good. Usually you can just slurp the oysters, but my sister was saying they have some shelly bits in them. So this is just like plain oyster and you squeeze a little bit of lemon on it. I think I prefer when my oysters come with like some kind of a vinaigrette, soy sauce, like some kind of a dressing. Right, let's have the next thing, which is we just ordered like, we're just doing like a really slow dinner. Croquettes. They are truffle croquettes. A little bit of asparagus, piece of croquette. It's nice, it's really rich. It's like this creamy filling. Usually croquette has like a mashed potato filling, but this is like straight up cream. Okay, our dinner has been served. We have shrimp or scampi tails with ravioli, and this looks honestly so freaking good. And then we have some regular schmegular Greek salad, and then this is a dish that is very well known here. You definitely have to try it if you come here. A black seafood risotto, that's what it's called, and it's something that you have to, it's like a must try, like a local dish here that they make. It's like a specialty. So risotto first. That is so good. Let's try the ravioli. Ravioli is literally like one of my most favorite dishes. It's nice with like, by itself it's a little bland, but it's like nice with the shrimp. It finally stopped thundering and like raining. So we did a quick little stop at this is like the oldest part of Dubrovnik, or this area called Havtat. I am completely getting the pronunciation of that wrong, but it's spelled Havtat. The driver that drove us here told us like the correct pronunciation, and it completely does not stick in my head. But this is like I believe the initial settlement, this town, and it's supposed to be one of the oldest towns and like the most historic part. It's very, very chill vibes from like where our hotel was, Old Town. It seems really relaxed, but similar things happening, like lots of like waterside cafes, restaurants, bakeries, lots of souvenir shops. Here there are also like lots of not big, like medium-sized yachts parked, and also little baby ones as well. But we're just here for like 30-40 minutes, just walking around, enjoying the sights, enjoying the water and like the little breeze, and trying to catch a little bit of the sunset. We actually did a day trip today to Kotor. It should be the vlog before this vlog. It's one of like the many day trips that you can do from Dubrovnik, and we had Kotor today, which is in Montenegro, and then Mostar, which is in Bosnia, tomorrow. But again, they've gone up before this vlog because I decided to combine a few countries together, or else we'll just be vlogging about this Europe trip forever. So while we were in Kotor, it was raining and it really cleared up as we were leaving. So on the way back from Kotor into to like back to our hotel, we decided to stop here. I believe this is just like a little bit past the airport as well, but there doesn't seem to be a whole ton to do here, but it could just be because it's sunset time and a lot of the maybe like the water activities and things have been closed. But again, cute little shops, cafes, nice place to just walk around and to enjoy the water and the weather. We're here at Old Town just for some dinner. The restaurant's name is Bokar, and we just got the Bokar Spritz, but it's supposed to be like their version of an Aperol Spritz. And the server, I asked like if he recommends it because sometimes they just have like these throwaway items on the menu, but let's taste it. It's not bad. It has like a cinnamony kind of a taste. There's some fruits in there. It's quite delicious and refreshing. Honestly, I think I might like this more than the Aperol. We just got our first thing, which are the oysters. These are again oysters from a place in Croatia called Mali Ston, and it's like a historic settlement but known for the delicious oysters. And also, if you can hear like lots of noise in the background, they're having like some award ceremony for like a local football club here in the main square. I feel like it's not as good as the other place that we tried, but still really delicious. And do you think it's fresh? Yeah, my sister says the other one was nicer. It was definitely more expensive. I think the other place just had like a crisper, it just tasted crisp, like a really cold, like I feel like this one tasted like room temperature water and the other one tasted like ice cold water. Good morning. We just came out for a sunrise stroll. It is our last morning here and we have a flight in like 8 hours or so. So we're here in Old Town, just trying to take in the place before there's any crowds. But right now, I don't know if you can see behind me, but there's like a lot of delivery trucks and trash trucks and people taking in laundry, people taking out like big bags of laundry, like big piles of trash everywhere. This is something that I've seen, like remember when we were in Tallinn, this is the exact same situation that they had there, even though we had woken up so early together. There were like lots of delivery trucks and trash trucks and stuff, which just has to happen. Like, you know, when else are they going to do all of this stuff? But it's just so interesting because like just things that I guess you don't think about. Somebody obviously thinks about them, but as like people who travel here, we don't consider all of this stuff. But just something interesting, but there's still like plenty to take in and it's still like a lovely time to come here. A lot of the cafes and stuff are just opening up, I think, for breakfast service, which will start soon. If you do come out here during sunrise, other than like the trucks and the deliveries, all of that stuff, like the business, like the city just waking up, all that stuff, they do like wash down the pathways, so it can be a little bit wet. Another note is that the sun rises behind like the hills, so it doesn't actually hit the city until much later. So the sunrise today was supposed to be at 6:15 and it's currently 6:51 and it's still hasn't like peaked up above the hills yet. So the city itself is still like, it's lit up, but it's like still in shadows. Like you can kind of see over there, that's where like the sun is going to be rising from. Ooh, Ooh, how pretty. But there's a little bit of light there, but like the main part of the city is still in shadows. Our tour guide was also telling us that the main busy season is during summer, so June, July, August. But tourists really start coming in like large group from March. That they have a lot of tourists from Asia coming in. From around mid-November to mid-December is basically dead. And then it does open up for a little bit over Christmas for like about 2 weeks. Have like a little winter festival here. But most of like the water activities, most of the activities here are closed. I think she said around like October or something like that is when they all kind of like close up shop. Like it's just way too cold. And then Jan and Feb, everything is very, very, very dead. Like everybody just goes home. Like all repairs are happening, all of that stuff. So if you're planning a trip here, something to kind of keep in mind. I love traveling to places during like shoulder season. This is definitely one place that wouldn't be as enjoyable in the shoulder season. Also ahead of me, you can see like people wheeling their bags out of here. There are hotels that you can stay in Old Town. However, there's like no like public transport or like personal cars allowed. So you will have to be wheeling your things in and out yourself. Hi, could we get 2 of the chicken burek? Just stopped at this popular bakery place. There's so many of these bakery places around, but we just got a little burek for breakfast. We are at the airport here in Croatia, headed to our next place. So that's a wrap on our little 4-day stay here. It was such a vibe. I don't know if I say this after every travel vlog, but I really can't wait to come back here. I want to do more of the coast. I want to see Zagreb. I want to see a little bit more of the inland. The food was 10 out of 10. I loved the hotel that we stayed at. There were some touch points, like the breakfast I felt like at the Hilton could have been a little bit better. It really kind of fell flat, but other than that, it was just absolutely 10 out of 10. I wish we actually also just came a little bit better prepared for the water activities. The 2-day trips that I did, one to Mostar in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and the other one to Montenegro. Highly recommend that if you're here, that you always so check it out, especially if you're not going to do Montenegro by itself. If you haven't seen those 2-day trips that I did, I posted it in my previous vlogs as part of like a mashup of some other Balkan countries that I visited. I think North Macedonia and Kosovo. Even we did visit also Serbia. We went to Belgrade, but I didn't vlog that because I had actually, when we landed from North Macedonia into Belgrade, we lost our bags. Not lost our bags, they just didn't load the bags onto the aircraft, and that was for the entire aircraft. So it was just like a messy stay in Belgrade. So I didn't get to vlog. We actually didn't end up doing that much there anyway, but 10 out of 10, recommend Croatia. You know, in the beginning of the vlog, I was like, do people know about Croatia? I feel like nobody talks about it. If you've gotten to the end of the vlog, people know about it. I guess just like people I know don't really talk about it, and I also don't know that many people, so that could be it. But it was absolutely beautiful. I think it's a great time to come, probably at the end of August, because it was already so busy. So I can't imagine how busy it would be in like June, July, when it's like peak. Remember to make reservations for stuff, do your day trips, have extra days for like water activities, and they're like so much fun. So keep that in mind. I think a lot of it is like walking based, so definitely bring like good pairs of shoes, comfy clothes, and like come during like the warmer seasons, because I think that's where the magic really lies. But if you like today's video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, remember to subscribe, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next city. Bye.